times, or like the pirate one.
Yeah. So we're back with another session of the Castle of Glass campaign. It only took me fucking 17 sessions to finally start naming the campaign correctly. Anyways, last time, a lot of you did a trial for the old god of death, Timor, successfully stating his hunger, giving up certain material possessions and memories and other such things to him before he granted you the wolf's medallion and sent you out of his keep, or sanctuary. Upon doing so and returning back in a fairly quick manner, you had received word from a galleon dredge who had someone that wanted to meet you and some information that he believed would be helpful to all of you. Speaking with him, you all agreed to the next day meet him at the docks to get aboard his ship, the Sapphire Fang, and meet the rest of his crew once you had all acquired any equipment and other things you guys needed to get there. Evan is playing a game right now instead of being here. I just noticed that.
Imagine my shock. I was going to question where the child is.
Oh, he said he was going to be working overtime. I just saw him log into fucking Path of Exile.
That's what he did last time, right?
Is that what he did last time? Well, I know he does it while we're playing, but he told me he wasn't going to make it, and then, because, whatever.
Bruh.
Yeah, whatevs. Anywho, so it is the next day. You had spoken with the rest of the people within the tower, gave them the list of jobs for them, most of which was just make money.
And that grind set.
Yeah, you just told them, hey, go make us some money.
What wasn't one of them follow up on my investments that I had put all to like 20,000 of my gold into?
That was with the money was with stuff you did with Akira, I believe. I think it was what we.
No. I remember you asked what we were gonna do with that money, and I straight up said I'm putting 20,000 into investments.
We'll get to it eventually. there was also a note of researching the dragon armor and the phoenix prize, and then finding magical enchantments for a staff or a focus of some sort.
Oh, don't forget Cypher's vacation.
Yes, I do have Cypher. It says take a break / vacation.
Good, excellent.
And then Lucky is the only one who is told to be coming with you all on the boat. So
because everybody thought it would be funny to bring the one hydrophobic person with us.
Bring the cat with you.
I remember this conversation.
Yes. So it is the next day. What would all of you like to do on this fine morning?
I'm going to.
You are in the tower. You guys stayed the night in the tower.
I'm going to wait patiently for the lads and lasses. I'm up early.
I'm still studying. What was that language?
Deep speech is the one you chose.
Was it deep?
I'm pretty sure you said deep speech last time.
Why am I dead?
Right.
It's what? You're dead.
I have 0 hit points.
Oh, so do I. No, I'm just
so there was a wardrobe malfunction with your character sheet. Let me correct that real quick.
I can't help but imagine it's just a panning shot of all of us opening our doors, and then just Jared's swings open, and it's just him on the ground.
Him on the ground and the Peter Griffin falling down the stairs look. Absolutely fucking mangled. It's just like, what happened to him?
What is the one needed to talk to Baron Spirits? It's Deep Speech, right?
I think that's what you had mentioned before. I think you'd looked it up.
Oh my god, we're talking to the dead now?
You all go and look at him, and Lucky's just like, it wasn't me this time. I didn't hurt him. Swear to God.
You know, so yeah, I'm like up super early, like just kind of waiting for everybody at where we would usually gather for breakfast.
Okay. I'm assuming Lebog and probably Zen would be the first two to show up. Rhea would probably take a little longer compared to the rest because she likes to sleep in.
That's usually my job.
Lucky would come in just after Lebog and Zen would have come in. As she comes in, she has a knowing you guys are going on a ship, you see she has a bag on her back and like a suitcase with her. She's ready to go on a ship.
Hold on.
I am waiting for Cerberus to tell us about the necklace.
Ah, yes. So, if there's not RP between all of you, sometime after you guys get in there, start eating breakfast, you know, preparing yourselves for the day and discussing any last minute things you guys need to get. Cerberus does. Huh?
Hold on, I'm typing you a thing that I want to go do before we actually get on the thing.
Okay, I will do this.
Continue, but be prepared.
So you all enter, or after you're all in there, Cerberus comes in, holding the medallion in hand and a book in the other. And he, as he comes in, looks over all of you. He says, he says, I was hoping to catch all of you in here. I'm sure you're all wondering what results I was able to conclude from the pendant you all collected from the old god Timor yesterday. He hands you the pendant again, Lebog. And as he does, he says, it is known as the Wolf Blood Pendant. And it's quite intriguing.
I was gonna guess that one.
Quite intriguing compared to the other artifacts we found. It seems to grant a person similar effects to that of lycanthropy, without all of the downsides of that lycanthropy does give. Seems to also increase an individual's strength in turn, and the only side effects that I've been able to see is like some hallucinations, possible transformations at times that you don't desire to, and if one does not attune to it, it does cause the person to act as if they are under full lycanthropy. And if you guys check the party thing, it has been added to that inventory. So you can read the whole thing in detail of what it does.
You know, it would be pretty sick for me to have that.
The old man? Are you trying to make
The old man.
trying to make fucking Critical Role character with this?
What? No.
Jennings or whatever.
At least not that I know of. I haven't watched past the first like.
Oh,
you know.
their newest campaign has a old werewolf man.
Oh no, I had not a clue. Safe to say. No, I think it would just be cool for me to have the freaking lycanthropy medallion.
Yeah, it is your choice who
I'm
gets
fine
it.
with that.
Yeah, it's your...
I don't care.
Okay, on D&D...
I don't have the attunement slots for it anyways.
Yeah, on D&D and Beyond booster, add the look up the Wolf Blood pendant. And once it's added, I'll update your character sheet. And then also click attunement.
Wolf Blood Pendant, add equip, please. Thank you. Equip it to being. Okay, it is tuned.
I update your character sheet.
Now I actually have to read what the fucking thing does.
Yeah, you're gonna need to know it more than anyone else. You're stronger now though, so that's a plus. So yeah, you take
I
breakfast.
cast fist on the table.
As you all finish breakfast or whatnot, Tom is taking the time to attune to this, and you all watch, like, once he finishes this attunement, he seems a little bigger. Like, shoulders have broadened out a little more, arms seem a little thicker. It's just like this old man kind of is ripped now.
Keep in mind, I did look like a pretty wide guy with my fucking thick ass roots before. I
Yes.
just got thicker.
Yeah, you got. He flexes and all the veins in his neck pop.
Straight over here with like JoJo fucking Phantom Blood level neck right now.
Yeah, you're looking like a JoJo character.
Fucking bull boy over here.
Yep. So once you all finish breakfast, though, what would you all like to do? Was you heading out of the tower? I will say as well, as you guys got up this morning, the others kind of headed out. There is a note on the after you guys would leave for breakfast, you would notice on the job board that you guys have, the task board, next to Cypher, there is just a note that says, if you need me, I will be in El Moria visiting people who wanted to see me. So
Who says this?
Cypher. Cypher left a note.
Oh, okay.
He dipped out sometime when you guys got in for breakfast, and now he is
Yeah, it makes sense.
missing.
Sus.
He's on vacation. Nothing's wrong.
Yeah, he was literally told to go on vacation.
He's trying to get his fucking stress level down, like in Darkest Dungeon.
Yeah. Gotta take the time to chillax for a while so he's not as angry when you guys see him again. What would you all like to do when you head out of the tower on this fine day?
Cry.
Get on boat.
Crying is a free action.
Nice.
I ain't got no money to do nothing.
I already told you what I was gonna do, so I disappear for all of like
20 minutes.
maybe 5 or 10 minutes, and I come back
Oh, no.
with a backpack, like stuffed full of stuff.
Yeah, just mark your gold as 0, Buster, with that.
0.
Or whatever. You said
I
you
actually
only had
don't
so
have
much
any
left?
money anymore.
Yes.
Tyler, what'd you do to my character sheet?
I now have 5.
I accidentally hit the update thing with the D&D Beyond and it fucked shit up, and I don't know what is... I deleted the barbarian shit that popped in.
Mhm. You also erased all the gold that I have. I don't remember how much I had.
How did I do?
Bom, 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 bom.
So I didn't, Foundry did. Because I didn't touch the gold slot.
Well, if it would have updated my character sheet, it would have added in all the stuff that I had. It would have made my gold the same as D&D Beyond.
What's on D&D Beyond?
0.
That's why it's
Because I don't
0?
use that.
How much do you think you had? Wait,
I don't remember. I know
I have a way of checking this. I have duplicates of your guys' character sheets somewhere.
It turns out that's also 0. He's just not been keeping track of his gold like ever.
No, he definitely had gold. I can fix this. Oh, it has 0 on it too. Damn it.
I was right. I was right. I was right. I was right.
Here, I'm just gonna. We'll just call it 1,000 for now.
That is definitely not as much as I had. I know that.
How many digits did you have? Fine, 10,000.
I definitely had under 500 platinum. I know that.
5,000.
I'm leaving it at 10,000 gold, and we're just you guys will get
Oh my
make more.
god, I've been robbed. I've been robbed. God robbed me.
I needed offerings. I needed 10% of your income as a tithe.
One god took my life, the other took my money.
What are you gonna do?
Is there a,
Cry about it.
Did my stuff make it on the?
It should have.
I'm not seeing it. It's not under features.
What are you missing? Oh, you're talking about your mark? I
Yeah.
never programmed the mark in. I know what it is. I will program it. I had been caught up with other shit this week.
Yeah. Did you send that to me?
Yes, I can do that.
Just so I have it, so I can, just in case.
Yes. Yeah. Got you. If my computer will allow me to do that. Stop it. Please. I beg you. We're dead. There we go. All right, now you've got it. Anywho, you all leave the tower, head out towards the ship. It's not hard to find the Sapphire Fang. You see this, beautiful metal ship painted in a almost a very metallic, like silvery blue paint along it. The front of it has instead of like the old ships having like a mermaid sticking off the front, this one has more of like a draconic looking I can't think of what the tip of the ship is called. I don't know the names of the part of the ship. Look,
A masthead, I think.
masthead.
I think it is called a masthead. I think he's right with that one.
Figurehead.
Figurehead, yeah, that's it. I just found a picture of one. Yeah.
I'm sitting here. I'm trying to remember my fucking Sea of Thieves days.
Facts. Facts. I got hours on that game, man.
Oh my god! Don't
and
even get me started anyway.
Yeah, you can see this ship is not quite. It's not a combat vessel by any means. It definitely does look to be equipped with defenses, but it looks to be more of a
Shadowing.
cargo ship. You can see on the deck already, there seems to be a few large crates that are stacked up. You see several crew members moving about on the ship, as well as you all are approaching, you can see Galleon looking over the edge, kind of waving towards all of you. And with him, you see 5 individuals. Pull them up, and I will pull up Galleon's picture in case anyone forgot what Galleon looked like. From the previous session. So there's Galleon.
I just imagine it looks like a boat.
Galleon
Wait,
looks
we
like
got rid of my boys. Oh my god,
I didn't delete anything.
bro.
And you see this group of individuals standing. Oh yeah, standing with him.
Yo,
There
was
you
that
go.
a fucking salt beard?
A what?
A salt beard. Sea dwarf.
Oh, is that a sub race? I didn't know about this.
In some homebrews it is, but not by default. No.
Okay, I was like, I've never heard of this.
It's
That's
just a colloquialism for a sea dwarf,
okay.
seabound dwarf.
So you all, walk up onto the ship. Lucky and Keto with you. Upon arriving, Galleon greets all of you and says, as you all get up on the ship, he says, "Welcome aboard the Sapphire Fang." He says, before you are shown to your bunks that you'll be staying in while we're traveling across the sea, let me introduce you to the members of the crew, of which you will either be answering to or interacting with quite a bit. And he gestures towards the Shadakar next to him, the elven-looking lady, and says, "This is my my first mate, Okari Cesna." Points to the dwarf and says, "The second mate, Quentin Ironclad." He
I
kinda-
didn't know Dragonborns were polyamorous.
He kind of
Why did she grow?
he blinks, kind of shocked by the comment. You can see her kind of like trying to hold her composure, but like she's trying not to smile, and you can see like the corner of her mouth kind of like arc upwards, amused by the comment. The dwarf lets out a hearty chuckle. Shakes his head, continues introducing people. He says, "This is my bosom, or my operations officer, Hans Macmillan." Gesturing to the human man, the very serious-looking one.
I kind of scratched my chin and I was like, if he's your bosom, I was expecting a nicer rack.
He frowns. The dwarf laughs harder. Galleon continues his introductions. He says, "This is our medical officer, Vico Graham." The Aarakocran kind of gives like a slight bow and says, "It's a pleasure." And then the last one, he points to and he says, "And this is our cook on board the ship who will be preparing all of our meals while we are traveling, Cayman Galtor." And he gestures towards the lizard men.
I can already tell we're gonna be great friends.
He just kind of gives like a grunt, just like acknowledging you're all there.
You named the alligator man Cayman.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's crazy, but I get it.
I find the name humorous for a
Oh,
gator.
It's like how they named the squid people in Star Wars Mon Calamari.
Are we just gonna forget that he named the elf after a fucking plane?
Oh yeah, I heard that.
So
I
I
was like,
said
"Ah,
the
okay."
name. I said the name to myself. Was like, "That's a cool name," and then wrote it down and went, "That's a fucking plane." I was like, "I'm gonna leave it. It's fine."
About how our DM names things.
I come up with names. I'm like, "Oh, this is a cool name. That's the name of a plane. That's the name of this." It's the
No,
association game.
I think my favorite thing about his naming convention is either he's got a name that is literally just named after another animal or an inanimate object or whatever, or he doesn't have a name and can't think of one. And it's like Jeff. Like there's not really like an in between. Like
The blight of DM. Fucking hell. Everyone's got their naming conventions. Mine just happen to be different.
Different.
Yes. They're practical, okay? They work for what I need. He says though, after introducing everyone, he says, now that we've introductions out of the way, he says, "I'll show you to your bunks as well as let you all know of the rules that you must follow while being on board the ship." And he kind of gestures for you to follow him. The rest of them kind of, nodding and going off to their business. So I'm going to get rid of them. As he leads you, he tells you the rules for being on board the ship. Rule number 1, whatever he or his first or second mate says goes and should be followed without question. Anything they tell you to do is for your own sake and for the sake of the crew and the ship as well. Second rule, the lower sections of the ship are off limits to non-crew crew members for safety reasons, considering the ballast tanks and the engineering rooms make up most of the lower deck, or the lowest deck. Number 3, no one is allowed on the bridge unless invited. Any contact with the bridge must be done through the first or second mate, who will more than likely not be on the bridge, but be nearby. And last, lights out at 10 p.m. each night, and no one should be moving about the deck until sunrise, with the exception of the night crew. He shows you all to your bunks, though. You will all be sharing a fairly large chamber with several bunks along the walls. None of the crew members will be sleeping in here. It'll just be designated to your party. And it is 3 bunks stacked on top of each other, and there is approximately 9 bunks in total within this chamber.
Oh, I hope you don't mind my snoring as I turn to the group.
I will literally kill you.
Oh my.
Is that the dragon shield talking?
The same energy as Fosteratu.
I'm assuming we can't legally say the other thing.
I'm
It
intrigued,
wasn't
but
SpongeBob.
very scared now.
It was in SpongeBob. I say we can.
Yeah, true.
Anywho, so you're all on board the ship. The ship is not going to be setting sail for another hour or so. So anything you want to do, actually, yeah, over the next hour or so, it will be setting sail. Is there anything you guys want to do? You just want to get comfortable in your rooms, or in the room?
I'm gonna go enjoy the sea breeze and take notes on nature and what it's like to be out on the sea.
Actually,
I'm just gonna sit on the deck.
I do want to do this real quick. Everyone roll me a d20.
Oh no, I didn't have my dice out.
Just do it on here.
That's
Do it on the program.
Oh, my chocobo! No, I knocked my
Have you checked that
chocobo.
again?
Damn!
Boom!
Oh,
How do you roll a d20 in here again?
Slash
one
R
space
space. Yeah, d20.
no, my chocobo.
Slash R space.
Well, at least you
One.
got your natural one out of the way now, LeBon.
Alpha, you
10.
tank.
Please let me picture show.
Why does
I got
Rhea?
about 10 more.
Why does
Oh,
Rhea not have a profile picture all of a sudden? Oh, it's because you haven't selected your character.
I have to roll a what now?
A d20.
How do I select
Just
my
a
character?
d20.
Yeah, just a d20.
I got
How
an
do I
11.
You got an 11.
You know, how do you what?
I don't know why it's not using your profile picture. It may do it now, but I don't know. Anywho. Yeah, so you said 14, or you got a 10. I need to roll for lucky two, which I will put on deck so that we can see them. Oh, I guess I'll just do it this way. Orange Lash. Damn.
Lucky, you said.
We should just count a 1 and a 4 as a 20.
That's crazy that they rolled
I
the
second that.
same thing that Lebog and then Xena did. Okay. The ship begins after you all kind of find your places on board the ship. The ship begins to sail. Within the first 2 or 3 hours of being on board the ship, Lucky and Lebog, you are vomiting overboard. You are gravely seasick. Really fast.
I have to ask, did Lucky get disadvantaged because she's a cat?
No, that's just her straight roll. It didn't matter. Keto and Xena, both don't feel great, but are not hurling over the side of the ship. You guys are just struggling to focus on stuff, heads hurting, stomach turned, just not feeling great. as for Thomas and Rhea, it's taken a minute to get your sea legs, but you're not particularly getting extremely motion sick. You kind of feel it, but it's nothing that's going to stop you from doing anything.
I'm taking goddamn notes.
All right. I'm going to be rolling that check for every day that passes from this point forward because I think that'll be fun. So, on your first day of being on the sea, Thomas is sitting on the deck. Rhea is trying to enjoy the sun. What did Lebog and Xena say they were doing?
I mean, I
Well,
have
I'm
no
apparently
problem.
doing nothing.
You're on the deck just
Continue.
like vomiting.
I have no problem. I mean, would I still be able to study even though my head hurts? or
Roll
no?
with disadvantage. Actually, I was giving you
What?
advantage due to the amount of time you're spending, so just roll a straight roll.
Straight roll.
Yeah.
Okay, give me. What am I rolling? just a
I think it was. I think I gave you history or. What was the other one? History or investigation were the two.
Oh, I'm gonna roll history anyway. No roll, bro.
Okay.
Is this a wait 1 second? Let me see if this is a daily thing. Because if it's a daily thing,
It's not. I'm giving it over so much time.
no, I'm looking. I'm gonna be. Would I technically be taking a short rest after?
Yeah.
Okay, so I can add a D10 to this.
Okay. Um.
All right, that's a 19.
You're getting more fluent in language. You're learning this relatively fast, but you've always been an academic at heart. Lebog, at some point, you and Lucky are both given a by Biko. You are both given a shot of sorts that kind of helps with the nausea. You're still a little out of it, but you are able to do stuff now. It just will be a little slower for you to do most things. Also, as this first day kind of moves along and such, those of you that are, I would assume you all are kind of near each other on the deck somewhere. Upon, sitting on the deck, Quentin, the second mate, comes out to see all of you. In his hand, he has a number of fishing poles. For anyone who wishes to do fishing while the ship is sailing.
I love fishing.
Can I
Okay.
fish? I want to fish.
That's
yeah,
right.
I get to
fishing.
learn how to fish.
this will be in the second half of the day. So like, you guys are able to fish and use your time to fish. He brings it out, hands you each a fishing pole and just says, if you need any more bait, let me know.
So I would just like to say the first half of my day is sitting at the front of the ship. And if for people who don't know, the front of the ship, the reason why there's holes in the front of medieval ships is because that's where you do your business.
It's not a medieval ship. It is like a more modern ship, but it has that similar shape.
Oh, poop. Well,
The boat, like it's just a normal boat.
Yeah.
It's
Man.
not like a wooden boat.
No, it's a metal
Like
ship.
It's a boat.
man,
But yes,
there goes my entire skit.
you're gonna be pissing off the
Your
front of the
entire
ship.
ship.
No.
You wouldn't be pissing.
Oh, he's taking a shit off the front of the ship. So, anyone who wishes to do fishing, roll me a d20 for this last 6 hours of the day.
Okay, I got you.
Is that /r or r/?
/r.
Yeah,
It's not a Reddit post. I will make a note as well. You are also told any fish you guys catch that is of quality, Cayman will cook for the night.
nice.
Hell yeah.
He came in
I'm
and
good
cooked
enough
it.
to fish after.
Yes,
The
you
shot,
are.
right?
You're able to fish. Yes.
Oh my
Nice.
god, I was about to
Holy
say.
shit, that's crazy.
Hold on, I'm fishing. I got a fucking natural one.
You got a natural one?
I
You
got a
lost your
natural
rod.
one.
You get
I
Okay.
went to go
Yeah.
to the road and just chucked it into the
Yeah,
ocean.
Thomas, nothing seems to bite for you. You don't seem to.
This reminds me of the time where I was at Cub Scout camp and accidentally hooked another kid's ear when I was fishing.
Oh,
That is
Oh.
actually crazy.
oh.
That feels like a nat one.
Yeah, that's definitely a nat one. Okay, yeah, everyone but Thomas, and Keto seems to get a bite or two, but doesn't seem to be able to pull anything in. The rest of you, roll me an athletics check. The Rhea, Zin, and Labog, roll me athletics.
Ooh, 17.
Okay. Xena, you are pulling at this fish for some time before the line goes slack, and you find that whatever was on the end of your hook seems to have escaped. Rhea, oh no, both of you seem to fight against something quite large within the fish, within the waters, dragging up. I'm gonna roll something myself here. Okay, you guys spend some time, dragging up something from the water. The bug, you managed to pull up a fairly large, what would be this world's equivalent of a mahi-mahi. Very beautiful, rainbow-colored scaled fish. Has quite a bit of fight in it. By the time you drag it up, it's still, squirming on your hook quite a bit. And Rhea, you managed to catch a fairly large, essentially a tuna. Having the same, struggle as Labog, dragging it onto the ship. Both of these fish together could probably feed a good 20 people. So it seems you've caught, if you were just to eat the fish alone, a fairly sized fish that you've managed to pull up for the day. After that, your fish are taken down to the lower decks to the kitchen. As the sun is setting, it's getting a bit dark. What would you all like to do in the last, few hours of sunlight on board the ship?
I'm still trying to fucking fit. I'm trying to get this fucking fish.
Yeah, just nothing wants to bite your hook.
I don't even get to roll again.
If you want to spend the rest of the day, like the last bit of sunlight as well as some of the dark, trying to fish more, I will let you do another roll.
I am so sorry. It's another natural 20.
You got a natural 20.
Yeah, buddy. I mean, I can roll it on here. Hold on. You're welcome. I'm gonna do what you wish and roll it on here. Okay.
Wow,
the dice have mildly spoken.
That's pretty good. I'm gonna
Give
say,
him the 20 because it rolled close enough.
yeah, that's. This event was supposed to happen on a later day, but we're gonna have it now. Okay.
Oh no.
You feel something on the end of your line. You struggle against it. Not sure exactly what's at the end of your line. It's not giving a huge fight, but it's also doesn't seem very easy to pull up. As the sun is beginning to set, you find at the end of your hook, one, your bait is gone, and you question if you even had bait on your hook. The second thing that you find, the thing you find on your hook looks to be a bag of holding. That you
I'm
have
sorry.
caught
What?
by the strap. You have
Nice.
Yo, the first thing I'm fucking doing is like a
Flipping
bag.
Inside out.
What is it? No, I'm
I'm sorry.
who needs this boat anyway? No,
Just watch it be filled entirely with seawater.
Exactly what I'm doing, right? I have not a in my mind, my character has not a fucking clue what a bag of holding is, and he's only like heard of it secondhand. So he's like, "The fuck is this thing?" And he
I found
like
a satchel.
reaches in it. He reaches in it, but he's just like, it's just an empty bag, so that he doesn't get anything.
Because you have to know what you're trying to pull out of it.
Because you have to at least think of something.
I will say, when you reach into the bag, it is surprisingly dry on the side of this inside of this bag.
Arcana check.
Okay, roll Arcana.
That's a very decent amount. Hold on, what's my Arcana? Like 25.
Okay. You would know this bag is magical, and based on the description you know of, even though you've never seen one in person, you would be able to deduce this is a bag of holding. Throws it to the side, scuttles away, just like, oh my god, what?
Like full panic mode, like
Falls over and backwards crab walks away from it.
I'm gonna reach inside and be like, I wonder what's inside.
Now that you're thinking about contents within the bag, your hand brushes by various items. You feel what feels like coin within the bag.
I'm just grabbing whatever's there, pulling it out, and if I don't like it, I'm throwing it off the side.
The first time you reach in and pull something in, you have a handful of gold coins in your hand.
Oh, hell yeah, pocket.
Reaching in one or two more times, you feel more coins. You don't know how much is in here. But you know there is probably a decent amount in the bag, based on how many times you feel coins when you pull it out.
So how I pull out like 3 handfuls. How much gold do I currently have?
Out of the 3 handfuls, you've probably pulled out 120 gold.
So I immediately go, man, my investments really turned around. And I'm gonna throw the rest of my gold into the bag.
Okay.
And I'm gonna reach in and just be like, I wonder what else is in here.
You feel a ring fall into your palm.
Yo, what is this ring?
Pulling it out, it is a ring with a small shield encrusted on the top of it.
Huh? It's a ring of fucking protection? Arcana check?
Yeah, roll me Arcana.
Ding, baby.
That is a 16.
This is a fairly common. Yeah, it is a ring of protection. This is something you've definitely seen before working at the Wizard College.
All right, hold on. Manage.
Nice.
Add.
Now you can always have safe sex.
Ring.
Now you can always have
protection.
safe sex.
No, not the cock ring of protection.
No.
You reaching in the bag again?
Of course.
You reach into
Is
the
this
bag.
even a question?
Yeah, you reach into the bag again. You feel cloth of sorts, and you pull out. As you pull it out, let me get the description for it. You pull out what looks to be a cape of sorts. Something that you've seen on. Who is it that has this item? One of your.
I must ask. Do I think about it and both of my cloaks begin billowing?
You see. Okay. You've seen Aurelia wearing a cloak like this. This kind of red cloak on the inside kind of has a starry pattern within the fabric. You're not entirely sure what it is. You can roll me an Arcana to see if you can figure it out.
But of course, allow me to finish placing some things in Factorio really quick. That is a 25 again.
You would recognize this as a cape of the Montebank.
Excuse me?
A cape of the Montebank. It is a cape that allows you to once per day cast Dimension Door.
That's fucking sick.
And then as you reach
I'm putting that back in the bag.
Okay.
And I billow my cape a little bit.
Billows dramatically behind you. The rest of you who are on the deck who see this just see him reaching into a bag and pulling stuff out, putting stuff in. And then you just see his cape billow. The last thing you pull out as you reach in, it looks to be a full set of dragon scale armor. Golden dragon scale armor in particular, with the breastplate having a letter sticking out of it with an odd seal upon it. The seal itself has an emblem of a flame with a 4-point star at its center. And looks to be, the wax itself is a almost like metallic black ink, or not ink, wax that has been placed on this.
Would you be able to add that to my character for me, as there is multiple different dragon scale armors?
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm going to make sure that like I'm not gonna pull this all the way out. I'm gonna see it and like kind of like try and look at it while it's still in the bag. Like I'm not gonna pull it all the way out. I don't want people seeing this one.
Yeah, you can pull out the arm, like partially pull out the armor and know what it is. Are you grabbing the letter or are you just leaving it in the bag?
Grabbing a letter. There's a letter in there?
The letter attached to the armor?
Oh yeah, the one in the armor. Yeah. I'm gonna grab that and I'm gonna put the armor back.
Okay, you drop the armor back in. You have the letter in your hand with the odd emblem on it that you've never seen before.
Excellent, excellent.
There it is, dragon scale armor gold.
I was gonna say, does it say anything?
Are you? So I assume you're opening the letter. You open the letter, and read through it. The letter is addressed to a. The letter is addressed to a Titus Grimscale. And
I feel like I've heard this name.
Speaks of a repaying a debt of sorts and hoping that the ship bringing it will make it to its destination, as well as apologizing about something that happened that is not explicitly detailed within the letter. At the bottom,
check.
well, at the bottom you see the name Calder Parch. Calder Parch. And the letter looks to be dated to 1258, over 300 years ago.
What years? Oh.
This letter has been
still
in the sea for a long time, and there's specific notes for the letter. You can see on the back of it that says that it should be sent to the castle in Grandhelm El Moria before it'll be specially delivered to its final destination. It does not specify where that final destination is, though.
I would like the history check.
Okay, roll me a history.
I am good at history. This might be good.
That's what I say. So am I. If you need help.
I very well might, but let's see what a 34 gets me.
34.
What did you fucking
I'm not that
roll?
good at history. I'm not. That
I
good
rolled
at
a
history.
17. I have a +7. Isn't that 34, or am I dumb?
That's 24.
That's
Okay.
24. I was about to say 34 is steep unless you're a rogue.
I was about to say because
I
I
was
had a
just-
+7, and I was like, oh,
I was
alright.
just doing math extremely poorly.
Okay, understandable. The name Titus Grimscale, you've definitely heard it. You don't remember where.
I'm definitely bringing this to Xena.
Okay,
Okie
Xena,
dokie.
Xena, you can
I'm
you can roll the
absolutely
history check.
fucking bringing this to Xena. We're like going over this. I'm just like, I know I've heard this name somewhere.
Is this a different day? Have I technically taken a short rest?
You would have taken the short rest after it would have been before fishing.
It would have been before fishing, but after
Actually,
me studying.
by this point, you would have taken a short rest because it would have been an hour or two after you guys finished fishing and he kept fishing, is when this would have
Cool,
happened.
so I can still add another D10 to this roll. Good to know. 14. Alright, that's a 20. Dirty, but it's a 20.
The name is unfamiliar to you. You've never heard of Titus Grimscale.
Not even
my
in
God.
my like great grandfather's notes and stuff.
It's very, this name I'll just say the DC for this was very, very high. Whoever this individual is was not a particularly popular topic within the time, probably considered even secretive in some groups.
I'm calling it now. This fucking note was probably imperative to some form of war in the 300 years past.
Discuss with each other about the note.
All right, here's the thing. I might be able to brute force it. Every single day I'm going to have to roll for it, but we can do it, right?
If we assist each other in this role, I do not see why we wouldn't be able to do it.
Be able to hit the DC. Like, maybe, and hear me out, once we get back to the tower and we have access to the library, we'll have a higher roll because we'll be able to do research in the books.
While true, being able to find this information beforehand would probably benefit us.
Well, yeah, but like, you know.
And I'm sure there's some form of educational facility where we're going, so I don't see why we couldn't also do some research while we're there.
I mean, he did say he was like a secret guy, like. not many
Perhaps,
people knew.
right? What that we have some I kind of lean in that we have some secretive associates with us, you know.
Yo, wait,
Maybe
why don't we wait, whoa. Why don't we just call Cerberus?
That is
Because we're out in the middle of the ocean.
Okay, and I have a magic book that I'm linked to Cerberus. I can just write in it and be like, yo, what's good?
Oh yeah, you get free sending.
Why
with
the
your
fuck
fucking
don't you
book.
just call Cerberus?
Get free
I could be like-
sending to Cerberus. I fucking forgot about that.
I could be like, hey, yo, man, you know anything about this guy?
Right.
Hey, yo, my dog. Get it? Because he's a fucking three-headed fucking... I'm an idiot, I know.
Okay. You do a sending spell essentially to Cerberus.
Yeah.
You see within the book the words written back of initially it's like it takes a minute for it to come through and you just see within it saying the words I didn't realize you all had acquired a sending spell by this point, but the name is familiar. I cannot think of where, but it is some... I know the name is linked to some place in the country of Almoria. I
Would
also...
I get a could I get a
No.
boost if I did the check? Because I do have history tagged.
Would your mother have known about...
And she knew Calder. When she,
This
didn't
sounds like a
You know, it's
role the
Calder.
DM is doing in his head.
I'm trying to remember back to campaign 1. Because we are in
Yeah,
campaign 3. You would well, you actually wouldn't know Calder because Calder's the name is not familiar to any of you, and there's a reason for that. For those who are in campaign 1, if you remember the reason why, because I remember during the last session you all were together and Calder did something in particular.
Oh, is he the stupid fuck that did the thing at the end?
He deleted himself from history essentially.
That's what I fucking thought.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Way to fucking spoil the entire goddamn thing.
Well, you guys are never gonna find this character. Because it was 300 years ago and he was not immortal. He does note that someone who may have information on this individual may be the royal family who is still in Almoria, or a particularly powerful wizard that he had only been able to encounter once by the name of Zeldrif. Those are the only two people he could think of that could have a connection to this individual.
Sus.
You would all remember Zeldrif as the Aarakocran you met during the auction 5 years ago.
Oh, you mean the person who put the spell on my book, the one that I went during that time gap?
You were the one who spent time with Zeldrif. What? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was me.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys would know Zeldrif, and you would immediately recognize like, oh, I know that
I
guy.
walk up and I dap him up, you know. Mm.
Hey, yo, my brother, what's good? What's good? Dab, dab.
I tell him I haven't had to use that protection thing on my book yet. Ain't nobody's touched it.
I'll make a note as well as you guys are finishing up this conversation. The bell rings aboard the deck. You hear through the intercom. Dinner is ready for anyone who's off duty or is able to run down and get a meal from the ship's cafeteria, essentially. If you wish to eat, this would be your time. Keto is the first to go into the lower decks. To go straight to the kitchen. You see him, at the moment you hear it, you guys turn and look towards the deck, you see him already scuttling through the door.
I'm hungry.
He's a hungry boy.
I'm an old man. My stomach's the size of my fist.
I'm a dainty girly pop.
I do not. feel you.
I begin to bitch and moan to Xena about how she needs to eat because she's a growing girl.
You're so skinny.
I inhale everything. Like, and it just
Don't
doesn't
owls,
affect
like,
my body
puke up
shape.
bones and that kind of stuff?
Yeah, well, owls do puke up bones.
You're talking about
Yeah.
pellets? Is that what you...
Yes. I mean, that's only when they eat an animal, like, whole.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, not necessarily,
Are you telling me there ain't fucking chickens, like whole roasted chickens laying around for her to eat?
No.
Actually,
Why
why not?
Because no.
Would I just not swallow a whole chicken bone? Or like the chicken drumstick and just eat the whole thing?
This very much seems like a thing Xena would do.
You could definitely do it. There's just not chicken wings on the ship.
Oh, what is on the ship then?
You guys go down to the cafeteria. Those of you who are eating. We'll get to Lebog. What's Lebog doing in a minute? Upon getting down there, it seems to be a mahi and tuna stew that has been made, topped with bread and what is the other thing I was trying to think of? Oh, thing of like a kebab of like roasted vegetables, essentially. Very, very interesting meal, and you do get as you enter the room. See, everyone who's getting food, roll me history.
Hiya! I actually rolled pretty poorly. That is a
crit,
12.
actually.
Wow.
That is a 27.
All of you would have experienced this kind of cooking at least once in your life. This is like true, authentic, like cooking from like someone who is from like the bayou. This is true Southern cooking. Very strong spices that you can smell within this food or whatnot.
What if I smell without the food though?
What do you smell beyond the food? Is that what you're saying? Nothing.
Yeah.
The food is overpowering.
Oh, okay.
Never mind. So yeah, you all get your meals. You can eat either in the cafeteria of this place or head to the deck. Is there any RP you would like to do with any of your members?
I'm eating just so I can go back to fucking fishing.
Probably will not be fishing anymore tonight.
Oh.
Fish.
I'm talking about this letter to like everybody.
Okay, RP it.
Hey man, I got this fucking letter right here. I got it from the bottom of the goddamn ocean.
That's what
Okay.
you
My
were
family.
freaking out about over there earlier while I was still recoiling from what happened earlier.
Yeah, look at it. It's not even wet. Can't even tell it's from the ocean.
I
What'd you
see.
fish it out of?
What do you mean?
Was it a container, or is that just
Nah, it's just like this.
moistenable
I
parchment?
fished a couple things up from it, but no, this was kind of by itself.
Okay.
Is there anything?
Sure.
Well, yeah, no, it's like so it's about like this guy that not even servers knows about. It's kind of crazy. Like, what doesn't servers know about? You know,
Obviously, this guy. Am I right?
obviously this guy.
You hear Lucky mutter under her breath. He's clearly never been in a relationship before.
What's that supposed to be?
What does that have to do with anything?
What's
No,
that supposed to be? I'm like hurt now. Ow.
No, she's saying Cerberus has never been in a relationship before.
Oh.
You had said, what does Cerberus not know? That's the thing she's commenting
Yeah.
with.
Damn. Why
Did
she gotta be
Cerberus-
servers like that?
Did Cerberus give you any idea where you might be able to find more information?
He noted like a mage and one other person I forget. Xena has the note that she sent.
Yeah. I open it, and I just look. Almoria.
Yep, that's where I'm from.
Is
Yeah.
it?
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Hey yo.
On God, for real, for real.
Yeah, my family has connections to the royal family there, or did
Hey yo.
one day for their efforts
For
back in
real?
the War of Sarfstag.
I'll make a note real quick. If you guys looked in that journal I gave you guys, you can see everyone's ID cards and where they're from.
What journal?
The one in
But
Foundry?
would our characters wouldn't
Huh?
be passing around each other's freaking IDs?
Oh, the one that says the tower.
Yeah.
I don't remember seeing this. I'm gonna keep it real.
Well, you can see every character's ID card under the section called Members of the Tower. That's also where the task board is for all the jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah, Maria's family were part of the royal court back when the time she disappeared.
Remus doesn't
Huh.
have one.
That's why she had that signet ring.
Never got one from him.
That
she
would make
gave up
sense.
To the dog boy.
That would make sense. Well, do you happen to know this name?
Lucky.
Can I
looks
do a
at-
history check?
Oh, you're talking to her. Yes, roll history for me.
Well, I better roll with advantage because I'm old.
I'll say
And I'm from
yes
the region?
because of your familiarity with the region.
What a 21.
You definitely heard the name in passing. It's definitely a name that you've heard. You would definitely get the sensation of you've heard this name in speaking of the whole brouhaha that had happened to your mother, as well as the war between Sarstag and Almoria. The name is definitely something that popped up at some point. Specifically where and whom this is, you do not remember. You do remember your mother speaking of, Zeldrift mentioning this individual, though.
Show us that kind of information on that in the context she had heard it in relation to that war all those years ago.
Lucky doesn't happen to chime in. I remember her trying to talk before.
I thought you were asking her. Let's see if she even remotely knows.
Not a fucking clue. Calling it.
She's kind of like scratching her head over the name, and kind of moves her head back and forth, kind of in thought. Definitely heard it, but I couldn't tell you where I heard it from. I've heard so many names in my time.
Mysterious person we've heard of, but can't remember the context of.
Considering my
It
line
almost
of
seems
work,
magic.
like he says, considering my line of work, it's not uncommon to run across mysterious names.
It almost seems magical. Out of all of us just not knowing it, but not.
Yeah. Who's to say?
I am. I'm the same.
I'm the one. I'm insane.
Me, I do.
While you're having this conversation, you can, you guys like glance over towards Keto, who's like at the end of the table or whatever. You see his head is like in the bowl that the stew was in, and he's like,
hell yeah,
slurping up whatever is left within it. All of his food is gone though, including the kebab stick. It seems to have disappeared.
Yeah, you know you're not supposed to eat those.
Hmm.
I mean, unless it's like some. Fuck, what race is he again?
He's a kobold.
He's a kobold. Unless it's some sort of kobold adaptation where you can just like eat wood. I'm assuming it's wood kebab steaks.
Yeah. That was.
I mean, I guess for someone or a race that grew essentially matured in like a survival field. I'm like pondering at this point. I'm just like rambling about why he might be able to eat fucking wood.
Maybe he's part beaver.
Where beaver?
He's now just like extremely confused. What?
We're talking about your ancestors and what may have led to you being able to eat wood.
Hate wood?
I hold up the kebab stick. Just an empty stick.
He looks around at his spot and goes, where did that come from? What was that on?
This is mine. It had all the meat on it.
Oh. That was bone.
It's like plant bone.
What was that?
It's like plant bone.
You know? you know?
You see him kind of like claw out one of his teeth, and you see like a piece of like a shrapnel of wood fall out of his mouth.
Splinter.
Yeah, a single splinter kind of falls out of his mouth. It's just like that explains the taste.
Yeah, you essentially ate a tree.
He shrugs. It's not the first time.
You gotta do what you gotta do to survive, right?
And gives a nod.
So, I don't even. I kind of lean back and I just go, I don't even remember what we were talking about.
I don't know. And he gets up. takes his plate over to like the little kitchen area. Kind of drops it off and then just disappears out the doorway of the cafeteria within the ship.
You know, I feel that. And I go and do the exact same thing.
Okay, Lebog, what were you doing during this time?
Nothing, just chilling in the room.
Okay. What all of you are doing after you finish food?
I'm gonna go count that fucking gold. That's in the secretly. I don't want nobody to know this, cause boat and all.
So you're gonna do it in the room where your party could know, but no one else.
Pretty much, but I'm gonna try and like huddle in the corner, like I'm assuming there's like a table in the corner or something, or a table I can move to the corner and kind of like hide me counting
there's
the gold.
a table in the corner. The tables are bolted down because ships moving a lot. Furniture also likes to move. But yeah, you start counting.
I'm trying to do sneakiness.
What about the rest of you?
Is this just like the night? It's the end.
Yeah, the sun is set. It's kind of the end of the day.
And I know this might sound like a crazy feat, right? Because I'm gonna continue until I'm fluent in this language. I'm gonna study, but this time, since I feel like I have an understanding, can I summon my star spawn and talk with it? And,
Sure.
Actually use the language and talk with it, not just.
Sure. I think the star spawn lasts for an hour.
Yeah.
I will let you roll a regular check for that hour. Actually, I'll give you advantage for the full duration of time. You burn the spell slot. Obviously, you're taking a long rest, though.
Yeah, so it'll come back.
So yeah, during that time, yeah. So roll me because it'll be all night that you'll be doing this.
Yeah. So I mean, technically, I could summon them twice. I mean, I can get 2 hours with them.
Yeah.
Cool.
So roll me the check.
So you said normal or advantage?
Get advantage because you will be continuing the full nights of study because you don't have to sleep.
That's a 25, and then can I technically also add plus 10 or plus the D10?
I'm gonna say the 25 is enough.
Okay, because I can just add more.
I will say in the 3 days that you are, essentially the 3 days you've been doing this, you would now have enough proficiency in deep speech. So I just added it to your character sheet. Fluent enough to have a conversation. Little words here and there may evade you, but for the most part, you are fluent.
Hell yeah.
Cool. Now I pull out my second book of Dwarvish.
I have another. There is another. Yeah, there is another.
I mean, like, what's stopping me from just learning all the languages casually?
You could learn them casually. Especially in these downtime periods, it makes it easy for you.
Especially because I can't sleep. It's just a easy free 8 hours to do whatever the fuck I want.
Rhea and Labog, what are you doing as the night drags on?
Sleep.
All right, Rhea goes into just picks
no. Is there a hammock or anything up her deck?
They're bunks.
You can't be on the deck.
Yeah, you guys have to be in the room by 10. Unless you, are you gonna sneak out somewhere?
Yeah, I tried finding a hammock or something. I imagine my character kind of grew up on ships because her family's fishing industry. And sleeps better on hammocks than on bunks.
You said there's 9 bunks, right?
Yes.
You just take stuff from the unused beds and make one.
Yeah. Would you like to craft a bunk bed using sheets that you found on the other beds?
Yeah, I'll craft a hammock.
Roll me sleight of hand to be able to tie these knots efficiently.
It didn't even occur to me why you would use a hammock on a ship.
19.
Yeah, it's to help with the moving back and forth.
Didn't even fucking occur to me.
Yeah, it would be ideal to use a hammock.
Yeah. That has the same energy as me realizing why safes are called safes. Which was when I figured that out was just fucking mind blowing to me. My whole world perspective shattered for a minute and was just like, no fucking way. All makes sense now.
Is a 19 pass?
Yes, 19 passes. You successfully make yourself a bunk, or a hammock within the room. Essentially, you tie off like the top bunk to, like one of the ceiling beams, because the beams have like holes in them.
Okay.
You're pretty high off the ground, but you're a rogue. It's not hard for you to get up in places you shouldn't be. Lucky finds one of the bottom bunks, slumps into it, passes out in mere moments. Doesn't even change your clothes. Falls asleep in what she came in. What about Lebog?
How long did it take them to eat?
Hey, I'll be right back while y'all do this.
Yeah, probably like 30, 45 minutes. You would have
I
had
probably would have just fallen asleep before they came back.
All right. The bog is passed the fuck out. So you really don't have to be too secretive, Thomas, with your money counting.
Hell yeah. I like easy jobs.
In the time you're counting, and Xena would have figured out that you were counting money, going through it, kind of setting some aside, going through it, yada, yada, yada. You count over the course of about 4 hours. There are 10,000 gold pieces in this bag.
Hell yeah, bro. Ain't gotta fucking tell me no more. Not quite the 20,000 I invested, but
All right. I think that's everyone for the night. Thomas, around the time you go to bed, you notice it's probably around 11, almost 12-ish by this point. You're all missing someone in your bunk. Keto is not here. You don't know where he is gone.
yo, I'm gonna go fucking find Keto.
Okay.
I can't just leave my boy like that.
Roll me perception.
Perswep. He cannot hide from my 18. Unless he does, in which case, fuck.
Okay. Damn, that's what he rolled? Crazy.
Why you gotta put it like that?
I'm gonna put it this way. It was supposed to be a lot higher, but ain't rolled like shit. You're walking kind of quietly through the ship. You come into like a cargo bay of sorts. There's several crates and stuff within this bay, you know, various things. You hear muttering coming from kind of the backside of this cargo bay. I'm going to try to pronounce this because it is in a different language. You hear him muttering the words, Rihil, Sven no meno memis, sia giu Sven ver like
What language is this?
This is what language do you speak?
Birdfolk, Common, Draconic, and Elvish.
Okay, you would be able to understand it. It's much older Draconic than you know, but you kind of get it. And the last bit of it is Naktara Onerith Rilith. And you get the words you... So you listen for a minute, and you hear him saying the words, control over this body, my will over the others, keep under control. And he keeps muttering this over and over again. You also see he's currently not wearing a shirt. It looks like he probably went to bed.
I would hope you wouldn't be wearing a shirt with the ritual going on.
Well,
it's like a natural state when it comes to rituals, bro.
He's not casting a ritual. You see him in the corner, kind of crouched, like hands on either side of his head, and you can see on his back a glowing set of dragon wing tattoos. One orange, one blue. You see, as he is muttering this chant of sorts, the color seems to shift between them, both almost becoming blue for a moment, both almost becoming orange for a second. They are red for a second, and they keep going back and forth.
Would I be able to help him in any way, shape, or form without making myself blatantly obvious?
No. Because you don't fully understand what's happening to him.
I sneak up and put the book of warding next to him. No, I'm joking.
Blows up the ship and their newest party member.
That would be one hell of a way to go, let me tell you.
Just end the campaign right there.
Oh, what's this book?
Are you clearing
trying
your
to
throat?
think.
Are you
I'm
just
trying to
making
think.
that noise just to make that noise?
I use the Cape of Montbank and create a dimension door and just push you in. No, I'm joking. I don't know what to do.
You can just sit and watch while he's having this moment.
You know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna monitor the situation, make sure he's not interrupted. Let him have his moment.
Yeah. Okay. About
When he's done with his moment, I'm gonna try and sneak off, before he starts like moving.
Yeah, about 5 minutes after you've found him in this state, eventually the chanting slowly stops. The colors stay on it the way they're supposed to on the tattoos on his back. He lets out a sigh. Kind of like looks up towards like the ceiling with his eye. You can see his eyes are closed as he does this, and you hear him mutter in Draconic, why did I have to take on this burden? Roll me a stealth check.
Bro,
to sneak
wouldn't I
away.
like to know?
Roll me a stealth check to see if you can get away without him noticing.
I stand up and I go, yeah, it was a nice moment we had. Have a good one. And I walk away.
Is that what you're doing?
I got a natural one.
All right. Give me a moment.
That was a nice little moment we had. Have a good night. Fucking stupid, bro. God damn
You
it.
stand up, make this noise. He turns in with a look of fear in his eyes, fires 2 Eldritch Blasts in your direction.
Oh,
First
shield.
one grazes your head and misses. Actually, with shield, you'd block it. So yeah, you throw the shield, you block it. Second one breaks right through the shield, hits you square in the chest.
Even with a.
He rolled a 25. You only take 1 point of damage, so he clearly
Well, no,
wasn't.
because I have the Ring of Protection on, and it's +5, so it's 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Damn, fuck.
He rolled a 25 to hit.
Okay.
Yeah, you take 1 point of force damage though. You don't even need to mark it because you're gonna take a long rest. But you just get hit in the chest. It's almost like someone shooting like a small stone out of like a slingshot. That kind of pain.
Alright, no, hold on. This is my moment. I have a heart attack and die.
You know what? Roll me a d20. Actually, no. Roll me a d100.
Hold on. 80.
All right, you're good.
Oh, dang it.
Mild shock. Not nothing too concerning. Now, if you rolled a below a 10%, I would have fucking killed you on the spot.
Damn.
Just because you brought that up. He does this and, looks a little shocked because he immediately realizes who you are and kind of like looks at his hands for a moment and then kind of like scuttles up to you and goes, Are you all right? I didn't mean to do that.
I'm like on the ground, just like heaving, like. Got it right in the breastplate. It's fine. Wobbly thumbs up. With my 1 damage.
Out of you went from 94 to 93 health. Nearly died.
I really like to lead into the dramatic,
Yes.
So I sit up and I go, well, now this just leaves the question: what were you gonna do if you killed whoever was spying on you?
I don't. And you see him kind of like eyes, kind of like 1,000-yard stare. Because
I pat him on the back and I was like, I'm going to bed. It was a nice little moment we had here. Don't worry about it too much. Trust me, you ain't the only one with these kinds of problems. And I'm just like limping off. I'm really hamming it up.
You left this dude with an existential crisis on his hands.
I mean, I'm gonna stop like a couple feet away and be like, "You coming? Coming to bed?"
He gives a nod and just kind of like slowly follows you.
He ain't gonna say nothing on the way back.
No, traumatized.
Typical traumatized hours.
Yes. He gets back to the room though, crawls into a bunk and just kind of like curls up in the fetal position and just, you don't know when he goes to sleep, but at some point he does fall asleep.
Well, at least he can sleep peacefully. Meanwhile, I'm gonna roll something here for myself. I am a grumpy old man come the morning.
Oh boy, old man didn't get sleep. That'd be wildin'. All right, you all wake up the next day. Roll me con saving throws this time for the seasickness.
Can I get a advantage on that since I had a hammock?
I'll give you advantage just because you actually have been on ships before, and I completely forgot about that detail.
So I rolled a nat 20 on D&D Beyond. Can you see that? I actually rolled it there.
Huh. That is a place to roll it, and I do see it. Wow. Natural 20.
You said Constitution?
Constitution saving throw. To determine if you are going to be
That's a
hurling...
crit. No, that's a +1. That's a 19. That's a dirty 20.
I got an 8. No, 9. 9. I got a 9.
2
Okay.
nat 20s.
LeBog, you feel great today. Whatever that shot was, you feel phenomenal. Lucky is still a little wobbly. Keto seems to be a little wobbly as well. Thomas, seasickness is actually hitting you this time a little bit. It's not like super bad. You're not vomiting or anything, but you are definitely feeling the motion of the ocean. As you all wake up, though, you'd find the crew doing as they had done before. What would you guys like to do for the first half of your day? After getting breakfast, of course.
Fishing.
Fishing.
I was gonna say, can I
Fishing.
fish? I want to
Yeah.
fish again.
Everyone
If
would- yeah.
there's nothing really else to do, I'd like to fish.
There's
I mean,
yeah.
I'm more doing it for research purposes. I want to know what the fuck is out here in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah, you can do fishing, you can, explore the ship, interact with the crew, whatever else.
Can I spend all my time learning new languages?
Yeah, if you want to. If you want to skip
Nah,
out on
I wanna
everything and
fish.
just learn. Yeah.
I mean, like that'd be great if we're still dungeon crawling.
Yeah,
Then-
during
I
that
mean-
time or during this time as well, you are able to work on certain proficiencies if you would like. You have time to strive to work on becoming proficient
Okay.
with skills and such.
I think I have map making already.
Which also includes weaponry if you want to learn a certain weapon type. But anywho, so those of
Yeah,
you
what
who
about-
wish to fish,
I want to fish.
roll me a d20.
The crit!
Yeah, buddy, that's a double crit.
Let's go!
Fucking way.
Let's fucking go!
That's 2. That's 3 bags of holding.
That is actually crazy.
So, there wasn't supposed to be this
We're
many
doing pretty good at
20s.
this
I
whole
had
fishing
one
thing.
event for the fucking natural 20. You're
Oh,
not
we
getting
can
that
do
event
this-
again.
All right, give us something to do. One of us pulls up a fucking crack. Sold. Done.
No.
No, you could just. I mean, we can make it so multiple people get bags of holding. It just doesn't have stuff in it. Or you could just give some
it's
like
just
random
bags of
magic
holding that
item.
fell out of my bag of holding.
That's not how that works.
you
Bags
sure
of
about-
holding and bag of holding equal black hole.
no. I say no because I feel like it, but no.
You can't tell me no. I know these things. I have researched the black hole arrow, okay? I know how to build one.
Oh,
Fucking
by putting a bag of holding on one end of an arrow and a bag of holding on the other open. And when you shoot it and it hits something, they collide with each other and go inside the other one.
Either a bag of holding or a movable hole or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Anything that messes with space and has pocket dimensions within it causes disruptions when you put one into another. Okay. With those natural 20s, those 2 natural 20s that have appeared,
It's crazy.
actually, everyone also now, yeah, with those as well. Roll me a athletics check.
Hiya.
Hey.
Ooh.
Jesus.
Ooh, 21.
Unnatural 20.
I haven't rolled yet. Athletics normal. You know what? I'm still gonna add the D10. That's 1D. What? Cool. That's a 26. That's
All right. I'll do it in order for the people that didn't get natural 20 initially. Rhea, as you are, fighting against whatever is at the end of your hook and pulling it along, you manage to pull up. You drag up a fairly large shark. Specifically
Nice.
a hunter shark that you managed to drag out of the
Those-
water.
those are spooky looking.
They are a bit. It's like a reef shark essentially, without the, the tips being black or white.
Whoa.
Tip of their fins.
I don't see color.
Heyo.
I'm blind.
Okay. How should I move to
You can
Catch
the
this
moment
thing
you
with
drag
something
it on
like
deck, there are 2 or 3 crew members that come over with spears to essentially execute this thing.
Boom.
Leboog. You pulling up from your end of the rod with the 21 that you got. You managed to pull. I need to fucking pull up a chart here. Let's see here. Do. Wasn't supposed to be this many. My brother would be fucking losing his damn mind for a session like this. Oh, I know what you pull up a swordfish at the end of your rod. Struggling to get it on deck initially, but then managing to get it on deck. Same thing as before, you know, crew members come over. One of them's still standing there the moment you get it on deck, just kind of spears it. It wiggles a little bit more and then, you know, grows still. What do I want to do for the 2 natural 20s?
Magical trident.
Magical trident. No.
Yeah, one that I
No.
throw and it comes back to me.
That would be pretty sick.
I mean, it's useless. I have a shit strength, so I wouldn't be able to throw it. But like, I could get it.
I have no throwing strength, but I can use this for something.
I'll let you decide.
Having to find something here. I know what I'm gonna do.
Me?
Uh,
Sorry.
What?
Whoa!
What?
I didn't know we were turning into this kind of a stream. What the hell?
I didn't ask for this. This isn't what I wanted.
Yeah, same.
Why is that in my head? I know what I'm gonna pick. You, my good man, or I guess woman, will. Where'd it go? I just had it. Un momento, por favor. Why is my brain stopping? I think I know exactly what I want, and I'm trying to find it to confirm what you would be pulling up. We've already bypassed my lists.
Swordfish?
No.
Is it
no.
a swordfish?
What about a fish sword? No.
Yo, what?
That's
We're getting into some crazy shit now. What?
that's a crazy idea of some sort.
But like, it's kind of hard though. Like,
Kind of wild. Not gonna lie.
Piercing Pisces.
Yo, it's gotta happen now.
A fish sword. No.
Yeah, just call it the Pisces Piercer.
The
can be like a rapier or
Pisces
something.
piercer. Yo. Getting fucking wild in here.
Getting crazy up in this bitch. Okay. The two of you pulling up your line, considering you both rolled a natural 20, feel something very, very heavy at the end of your rods. Something that's giving up quite a bit of a fight.
okay.
You're probably fighting this thing for a good 30-ish minutes.
With the 26?
Yeah, with the 26.
I summon.
Before,
Sorry.
as you feeling your own strength kind of dwindling slightly, begin to see a mass under the water that is right where your lines are kind of connecting into the water.
Yo, we're double hooked.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's a whole boat.
As this happens, you begin to see something shimmering as it approaches the surface.
Yo.
Following the first initial mass, you see there is more to this thing than just what you saw originally.
More than
Very
meets the eye?
scaly, smooth scaled head emerges from the water.
Transformers.
Is Yormantide?
It's your time. at the end of your rod, now that the thing is all started to emerge, you find that your hooks are attached to a dragon turtle
Yo.
who's rather
do we-
confused why there is a cord sticking out of his mouth.
All right, we gotta get down there and unhook it. But I'm like taking notes.
I can fly. I can fly. So I'll
This
fly down
thing
there.
also, I will make a note, looks relatively young. This doesn't look like it is a super old one compared to what you've heard. This thing isn't gargantuan. It is more closer to a huge creature.
Okay. Okay.
Hey, yo. Fucking note taking time. Here we go.
So what can we do with this thing? Like just
Take notes and set it the fuck free or capture it, cook it.
I say, can it speak?
Are you saying this to it?
Does it
I-
by chance speak deep?
Yeah, speak deep speech. By chance, does it speak deep speech?
Are you asking this in deep speech?
Yes.
No, we're asking you.
I'm asking the dragon turtle.
It glances up towards you, now hearing a voice speaking, and in a very booming voice. It does not speak in deep speech, but speaks in Draconic.
I don't know
Hey,
that
yo.
one.
I know that one.
And it says, and it said, "What is the meaning of these lines within my mouth?"
Tell him my bad, slime.
I'm perfectly translating everything she says.
Yeah, my bad, slime. We'll get you out. We were just fishing, and looks like you got caught in our line.
I'm doing like the hand gestures and everything.
It
I'm
looks
like leaning really far and like crossing my arms.
It kind of gives like a slight nod and says, "If you could remove these hooks, that would be wonderful. They're
I got you. I got you.
uncomfortable at best."
That was the plan.
I will fly down to unhook.
As you come down, it opens its mouth in front of you. This thing could definitely swallow you whole if it wanted to.
Oh,
Hey,
100%.
don't forget to take notes.
What am I taking notes on?
I don't know. Just everything. When was the last time anybody saw a dragon turtle?
You're right. Can I sketch the dragon turtle real quick? Like just do a like quick little sketch. Let's ask him its name. Let's just get to know the guy.
Get the hooks out of its mouth first.
Yeah,
but we'll
obviously.
be like,
We'll let
hey,
him
like,
figure-
I'm gonna ask him to be like, hey, yo, like, you mind if you stick around and answer a few questions while you're here?
Like nobody has seen your species in forever.
Yeah,
Honestly.
exactly.
And we're just interested in learning.
I'm like,
Alright.
yeah, what she said. Oh wait, you can't understand her. And I translate.
It says, I go by the name Korvoth of the Deep.
Write that down. Write that down.
We're writing.
Hold on, we. I got a new fucking friend. Hold on. Notes. How do I add more notes to? Okay, it's just a big thing. Hold
Are you
on.
adding to the tower note?
No, I'm adding to my personal notes.
Oh.
New best friend, Korvoth of the Deep. I'm asking questions like what its diet is, like what it sees on like a daily basis that may be interesting.
Like, is there any others?
Did we separate you from like a pack, or are you just out here by yourself?
Because if he's just out here by himself, like, what if we just fed him?
Yeah, I mean, like
we just
got
caught
food.
we just caught 2 giant fish.
He would tell you that he is the only one in this territory. As
Yo, territory, write it down.
Territory, good to know. There's multiple then. How big's your territory? Sorry.
It doesn't know how to tell you in your words.
Yeah, you know, we ain't gotta role play this. You can just be like, yeah, we took a bunch of notes.
Oh no, I'm like letting you guys ask questions and I'm answering as they go.
Okay. If you say so.
Are you able to give me any magical powers? Are you like the lion turtles from Avatar?
What's Avatar?
What's an avatar?
You know,
this reminds me of the D&D movie where it's just like they're asking random questions to the fucking thing. He's just like answering them real quick and he just falls back down.
Yes. No, yes.
It passes out. Oh, god damn it. Now we gotta dig another one up.
This is so dumb. Leave the last one there because they didn't end the spell.
The movie was so good. Anyway.
It asks what you would have in trade if you wanted a gift from it.
What we have to trade?
We got that fish we captured.
Yeah, but that's not.
Well,
my
and we got
fish.
plenty of fish from freaking yesterday. Probably we were fishing like most of the day.
That is true. Let me look at my inventory.
What do you eat? What do you eat?
Smart.
It shakes its head and tells you, I do not wish for food, but something of value.
I'll
Like
give him
gold?
10,000 gold.
No, oh my god!
Oh no, I still have another 3K after that.
Oh, you're talking about your gold. It looks intrigued by the sound of gold.
Woo! Yeah, I'll yeah. How
Give it a
does 10,000
singular
sound?
gold coin.
Ask him how does 10,000 sound. That's a, I think, a good one.
Yeah, okay. I assume you ask him that.
Yeah.
He gives a nod.
And I know he's a dragon, so I figured.
Yes. You are
figured
giving a
you're
very depending on the amount I was gonna have a roll. You said 10,000. I was like, yeah, no fucking roll required.
Yeah, cool.
I was like, that's crazy. That's the choice. So I'm just like, all right, cool.
I mean, he might have some cool stuff for me. So if I shell out some bread, you know.
Yeah, some bread. Yeah, you know. Let's see. It's
No, my bread.
my bread. No. For the 10,000 gold. Wait, Xena, do you wear armor?
I mean, like, actually, do I?
I don't actually know.
Oh, I have leather armor equipped,
So yes.
but
Yeah.
it's like under my clothes, so it's not in like, it's like very light armor.
For the 10,000, it's willing to give you 2 gifts.
Nice.
Essentially, it would be all combined into one, but it's in the sense of feature gifts. You would get, and I'll add them to your character sheet. You will be given the gift, Draconic Hide or Dragon Hide, and the
Okay.
gift of the Chromatic Dragon, which I will be adding to your character sheets here in a moment.
Okay. What are they?
The Dragon Hide is it is normally a Dragonborn exclusive one.
Okay.
but you would you're essentially getting it because you are getting it gifted to you through a dragon.
Yeah.
Now it's a matter of fucking finding it on the damn sheet. Because it likes to fight me all the time. What? Why you no appear for me? Is it because he not Dragonborn? Is that why? I'll figure this out. But yes.
I mean, that would make sense.
Yeah. Yeah, you would. Those are the feats that you'd get from that.
Oh, they're feats. They're not.
Yeah,
I
this
thought they
is
were items.
no. This is a racial feat. Like you are.
Oh.
This is not an item. Your body is being changed slightly in order to get these.
Nice.
Damn.
Yeah. Now it's a matter of figuring out how I can give it to you properly.
I mean, you can give like a custom feat and pretty much just make it the same thing.
Yeah, it's really just fucking white me
Doing
on
it.
it.
It's really just doing it.
Yeah.
I get that.
It's the actual getting it fucking going is the hard part right now for some godforsaken reason. I don't know why it wants to fight me so damn hard on this. I probably just, to be honest, I probably could just give it to you on fucking Foundry instead. That's what I'm gonna do.
But whenever you update on Foundry, it'll get rid of it.
No, it won't. Anything I add on Foundry does not get deleted whenever I update the sheets.
Oh,
Tell
really?
that to my money.
Yeah, tell that to my language that I had on here yesterday or the last week. That's why I couldn't figure out what language I was because I was learning because it didn't say.
Oh, okay. So language and stuff, yeah. It's feats and items are not supposed to change. For some reason, I didn't realize the gold fucking changed. Which is news to me that does that. But and if it doesn't stay on here, I can always just fucking mess with D&D Beyond later as well. Anything else you'd like to speak with this dragon about now that you've given him gold? Essentially, when you give it to him, he just kind of eats it. And then
Sounds
grant
about right.
you, and then grant you the gifts.
So do I kind of have like scales now?
Right, yeah, underneath your. Oh, do you want to
Underneath my others?
Wait, I can do this. I want to double check this is gonna actually work. I'll make a note. The dragon hide one increases one stat. What stat would you like to improve? I may have to mess with it later.
What, like stat as in like
It
any,
is
like strength, dex, con,
It
intelligence?
is. If I can fucking find it again, it's running away from me.
Well, then catch it.
Didn't fucking export. That's really cool. Thank you. Thank you for not working.
Thank you. Come again.
Okay, strength, con, or charis?
Well, my charisma's max, so not that.
Strength or con?
Strength on the 9 still puts me at -1, right?
Yes.
Constitution going to 13 will put me
Doesn't change anything either.
doesn't change anything either. Yeah, so I guess I'll just put it in my strength and hopefully I can make that above negative at some point.
Cool. Yeah, so the moment it kind of like reaches up and like touches you, you feel, kind of you feel like your skin almost hardens, and underneath your feathers, you now have a scaly surface
Nice.
underneath him.
What was the other gift?
The other gift, which is gift of the chromatic dragon, allows you to infuse simple and martial weapons with damage types, and also gain a reactionary resistance to damage types when you get hit by them. Which you can do 4 times a day.
So if I get hit by something,
You get by acid, fire, cold, lightning, or poison, you can take a reaction to gain resistance to it. Until to that specific instance of the damage, and it lasts until the start of your next turn.
okay, just in case, like say I'm fighting a dragon and it has 2 fire breath attacks, or fire breath and a second fire attack, or something like that.
Yeah, you would gain resistance to fire until the start of your next turn.
Okay. Okay, that's pretty cool.
Those are the gifts you were given.
Sounds good. Sounds pretty pog.
And if you were to take off your armor, you would now have probably a higher AC without your armor.
I translate that to the to the dragon.
Pretty
That
pog.
is pretty pog.
What? So my AC is 13. Apparently that's with leather armor. How does that, like... Could I get better armor?
You could. Without armor, your AC should be higher. There you go.
12 without.
With Draconic Resistance, it's a 15. So if you're not wearing your armor, which I did unequip it just to see, your AC is a 15 instead.
So why would I wear armor?
That's what I'm saying. You don't need to wear leather armor anymore.
Let's go. And I'm tankier. Cool.
Yeah,
All
there you go.
I fuck with that. Honestly, that's worth 10k.
Thomas, is there anything else you would like to say to this Dorgan?
Nah, I'm good.
As you know, this exchange is finished. It simply says farewell and then slowly descends into the waters, disappearing from sight.
Funny little guy.
Little.
That boy was not little.
Comparatively.
As you are saying this, one of the first mate is walking over to you and says, "Was it you two that brought the dragon turtle to the ship?"
It was.
Yeah.
A little bit of a close call, don't we think?
We weren't trying to pull in a dragon turtle. We just did.
What should you do again? You're joking! No!
I think you need to change your dice, brother. She kind of puts her hands up, kind of like not trying to be super hostile about it. She says, "I just wanted to make sure. I was keeping an eye out in case it decided to become hostile, which they aren't always that way, but one can never be too careful."
Nah, it's cool. I gave him a lot of money before he left.
Meanwhile, I'm pulling it back up. There's no fucking way, bro. Hold on. We need to verify this.
I assume everyone's gonna fish for the second half of the day.
Sure.
I'll fish for the second half. I'll do it. Might as well.
Roll your
oh,
fishing
wait.
checks again.
I already did.
D20.
I already know which one he's gonna go for.
Promise you have no bites on your reel.
You're just gonna ignore the 20 I rolled in person.
Yes.
Oh, oh man.
I'm gonna do it this time.
Aw, dang it.
Rhea and Laboog, you catch a few small fish. Nothing of significant size, like little bass, like baby bass that like fit in both hands. Nothing of like great value. maybe one or two
Oh.
of them are enough for one person to have a meal.
Nothing great
Um,
value. I guess it's not Walmart brand.
It's
You're right.
literally- I was thinking about that joke and I was waiting to say it.
Actually, not Lebog. Sorry, Zin and Rhea pull up small fish. Lebog, roll me an athletics check. Apologies, I'm reading my words wrong.
You're reading your worms wrong.
Wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy?
Ah, nuts.
Oh dang it!
All right, it's better than a natural one. You feel something big on the end of your reel, and you're tugging and yanking, doing your hardest, and then the line snaps and you fall on your butt.
Tug and yank on your rod too much and it'll break.
Lucky's gonna chuckle at that comment.
You're supposed to save the witty quips for stream.
I am streaming right now.
Oh. How are you
People love
doing that?
fishing.
We're in the middle of the ocean.
Got that good internet.
It's magic, man. What do you mean?
He uses
I
that-
didn't realize internet ran off of magic nowadays.
he uses arcane fiber. His neural link connects to the cloud, you know? Get hit with an EMP though, he is definitely going to seize up and start foaming at the mouth.
I'm trying to think of a fucking witty real life brand quip. It's not happening. I don't think
No.
it's happening.
No. But yeah, as you all finish the day, the not too many bites for the rest of the day, kind of smaller fish being pulled up. The bog having to replace his hook at the end of the day. As the sun begins to set, dinner is called for. Once again, it is shark fin stew tonight.
Hell yeah.
Any RP you wish, speaking with any of the members of the ship, any of your party members.
If I don't go eat, can I fish some more?
You can fish more, yes.
Yippee!
Roll me a d20, Lavog. Roll me an athletics check.
We're obsessed with fishing now.
Yeah,
Look at what
Become
we've
a
done.
fishing stream. All right.
You say that I'm playing fishing in Minecraft right now.
Yeah, I know.
I have been too, which is even
Trust me,
funnier.
we're aware.
I didn't want to say anything when you brought up a fishing server. Middle of the night, you're by yourself, feel something very large at the end of your line, dragging it,
Whoa.
pulling. Probably around 30 minutes after sunset, you drag up a 10-foot Goliath grouper. A fish that is significantly larger than yourself that you're not even sure how you got it on board the ship. With a 21, you definitely did.
I'm just built different.
The bog had to summon his extra arms to do it. And just goes, "You see that stream? I am built different." All you haters out there.
Johnny285, you're a lying sack of shit. Calling me weak.
He ran a poll for channel points of who would if he'd
Will
succeed
I
or
get
not.
this fish?
Or will I not? all the believers finally won for once.
The people are foaming at the mouth with the amount of channel points lost right now.
There's currently a small riot happening in Almoria. Not over anything political, just because they lost their channel.
Damn, shit's getting real.
But yeah, you're able to turn in the fish after the kitchen has been closed, dragging it into the area because the You drag it past the members of like the night crew who are like shocked by the fact that you have a fish that is almost 3 times your size that you're just dragging behind you. Very slowly
guys?
into the
How's it going?
like one of them you see like rub his eyes and kind of stare and goes, I chose the wrong week to stop drinking. And walks past you. You drag it in. Cayman is cleaning up the kitchen and looks over and kind of raises an eyebrow, kind of comes over to you and looks over at the fish and just very nice catch. I'm impressed.
Me too.
He goes back into the kitchen for a moment, comes out. He is going to hand you something wrapped in paper.
Oh, thanks. What is it?
He gives you a nod and just says, I assume you haven't eaten anything. And he grabs a hold of the fish and drags it into the kitchen. You would find inside a fish sandwich.
Whoa.
You don't recognize the sauce that's been put on this, but there is various, like, there's like lettuce and like bits of pepper in it as well, and like a couple other things that you don't think the ship had supply for, but seems to be on the sandwich.
I'm gonna eat it as I'm walking back to the room.
Whatever the sauce is, it is sweet, bitter, and tangy all at the same time. You're not entirely sure what it is, but it is very delicious. Your breath now also heavily smells of it.
As to be expected.
Yes. Anything you all do for the rest of the night as you all settle down in your bunks?
EP.
EP.
Let's see. So what do I have left technically to do? Like languages to learn, or what do I want to learn? What do I want to start studying? Yeah, this is a tough one. I guess. I guess I'll just start learning another language.
Okay.
Who would be able to?
Another
Yeah, who would? I mean, I'm already.
What language
Uh,
are you trying to learn? Because if you want a party member to stay up with you, they may experience exhaustion.
Yeah, that's why. Somebody on the night crew. Or is there somebody who doesn't need to sleep?
I think everyone in the party requires sleep of some sort.
Okay, no, I sleep this time.
Like, if someone would like to stay up, you'll just experience exhaustion the next day.
That's all right. I mean, is there like a night crew that isn't like out on the thing, like the night crew who's just awake?
What you would know about the night crew if you would have asked is 2 people stay in the bridge. Most of the rest of the crew stays either on deck or walks around the halls. They stay on deck or they're down in the engine room, keeping the engines good, making sure there's no breaches in the hull. Occasionally checking the ballast tanks. Just kind of making rounds, making sure everything's good to go.
Okay. I guess I'll just does anybody have any like books or a way that I can learn another language?
Negative.
Like what, a book in another language?
Yeah, or something that I can like at least like study and try and learn.
I imagine I just give him like the most unholy text possible. My character has like a journal that's written in Infernal and Orc.
You said unholy text, and the first thing that went through my mind is, oh shit, she has smut on her. She's got puppy love with her. God damn it, it's back.
No.
I mean, it was the #1 bestseller, man. You can't. Really...
It was #1 bestseller 200 years ago. You know.
Maybe it's like a manuscript or something, or something I've written or something. But it's like in both like simultaneously like Infernal and Orc, because those are her like mother tongues.
She kept switching
like,
back and forth throughout the book.
Yeah, like literally, like it's like how people like pepper language of like words from like another language, like Spanish or Italian.
Spanglish.
But it's like it's literally just like Infernal but peppered with Orcish words.
Orc Ernal.
Yeah, I'll give that one a shot. I'll give it a try.
All right,
I'm assuming it's a high.
Roll a straight roll for this with history or investigation. It will not be with advantage due to just the complexity of what you are looking at.
23.
Damn. All right, you're getting the minor feel for both. You can make out a few words here and there, but it's definitely not something legible just yet. Over the multiple hours you spend looking at this.
Yeah, that's fair.
You're getting the like the basic premise, like learning about the difference between like how words end and stuff. It's like learning Spanish initially, where it's like, oh, you know, está. Oh, I know this word. Then learn the different ways you have to say it depending on the context or whatever. I took 4 years of Spanish and I still can't speak fucking any of it.
So tell me, what are the multiple implications of noir?
No.
Leave me alone, Outlander.
No español.
Someone got it.
What is that from?
It's from Morrowind.
I haven't seen that.
It's
like
it's
a
a
dark elf slur for like outsiders.
Gotcha.
Which includes dark elves born outside of Morrowind. So everyone gets called the slur.
Yes.
Like
the same feeling I get when Lae'zel calls me a gach. Whatever it is.
Doesn't she say gif?
No, I think it is I think it's a gek. I think it's a
it's
gek.
like it's like guaylo for
I heard there's
for-
gonna
for
be a
Chinese
gorilla.
There's a gorilla in the woods.
Charcoal
You better get
gorilla,
the kids out of
cocaine
there.
gorilla. Anyways, we should not be quoting other groups. Anywho,
this fucking guy.
you all wake up the next morning. Waking up, you can see the crew, the people on deck look to be tying things down, doing double checks and things. A little more active than they were the day before. And you can see some distance on the horizon. There are clouds forming in the distance.
Are they dark clouds or?
As of now, not too dark, but they are kind of building up slowly.
Okay.
What would you like to do on this fine day? Is this another fishing day?
Is this a fine day? Do we get special fish for fishing in a storm?
No. This isn't a timed event.
I mean, if you say so.
Roll a d20 if you want to fish.
Already did. Roll a
Fish.
16.
Fish.
What's the roll? Athletics.
It's just a d20, straight d20.
Here's the d20. I got
This
18.
reminds me of the hat you can get in Skyrim. That like when you put it on, it makes it stormy, so you can like catch stormy weather fish, guaranteed.
I didn't know about this in Skyrim, but there's a lot of things I don't know in Skyrim.
Someone put on the hat.
All right. Okay. Xena and
Hey, all right.
Thomas need to roll a athletics check. Or save.
Hey-ya.
Check.
I'm gonna add my D10 to this one.
I'm
Okay.
sorry. This fish is in a losing battle.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was trying to type it.
It was a 19.
Okay, I was like,
I
you
gotta
gonna
say-
tell me the number? Okay, so
N-
19 is
no,
a,
it was athletics, right?
yes.
It's a 23.
Okay. Lebog and Rhea, as what had happened the day before, as well with 2 people. You guys are mainly catching small fish, small little bass, and one of you at some point catches like a small barracuda.
Good song.
Ooh.
For the 2 that are doing other things, Xena, you get something fairly large. Not as large as the biggest thing that you've captured so far, but you feel something pretty large. You pull up a fairly sized mackerel.
Holy mackerel!
Exactly what I expected out of that. For Thomas,
Omis.
Thomas fighting against whatever is at the end of his line. Thomas would be catching. What would be fun? What would be fun to put on his line? Yeah, that works. Yeah, not gonna do anything special. You catch another very large one of these mahis that one of you had caught the day before, or the first day you were fishing.
A
Very-
lot of mahis out
Very
here.
nice, large, rainbow-scaled fish. The moment it's killed, though, it turns gray. I don't know if you know that about mahis. They're colorful until they die, and then they lose all color and turn gray.
Sounds like a human.
No, we just pale in comparison.
So what you're saying is we lose color.
Let 'em-
We don't go from rainbow colored to gray, though.
Maybe you don't.
All right, Jared's gay. No.
I knew it, Jared.
I always knew he was flamboyant on the inside. Because he ate a rainbow flag when he was young, and it never went through him. It just stayed there.
Damn. No wonder his spine's all crooked.
What?
What?
What does that have to do with his spine?
Get it? Because he can't stand
Oh,
up
because
straight.
it's not
Oh,
straight.
okay, yeah. Damn. Should have caught on that. Both me and Jared were like, what the fuck does that mean? Ugh. All right, second half of the day, what would you like to do? Fishing still? Roll the d20.
Nah,
I know.
I'm
Oh, you're done fishing?
Yeah.
You're done fishing?
I'm done.
Phase 1D.
We fished for 3 days.
What is Thomas gonna do? Why the others fish?
I'm actually gonna go drink with Lucky
Now that
because I know
is-
that's probably what she's doing.
Lucky was actually
I'm gonna
sitting
fish.
on the deck watching you guys, and when you mentioned drinking, she's like, "That's my kind of activity."
Oh, I know. That's why I recommended it. I pull out a thing of rum. It's like that. I heard that this is the good stuff around these parts.
I think I've fallen off.
Rhea, for the third period in a row, you are catching once again very small fish. Nothing crazy. Some of them are keepable, but most of them you just kind of toss back in. At some point, you catch a moray eel, and you're just like, oh,
That's a moray.
That's amore.
God damn it!
So many jokes. Oh God. The bog roll in athletics.
No, I don't.
Ah, nuts.
You say that as your line
Oh,
snaps.
dang.
Nuts.
All the people who
Max,
lost their all the people who lost their channel points the day before now just got them all back.
No, the ratio on believing to doubting, they got like a tenth of their points back.
That's true. Yeah. The total was similar. The distribution between them was a lot worse. And Xena did our athletics already. For Xena,
15 and 15.
You managed to catch a moderately sized red drum.
Nice.
Red rum.
Red rum.
Red Rover, Red Rover.
Yeah. Anyways, yes, you catch a decent sized red drum. Delivering the fish to Cayman to cook for the night or to store. Roll con save, Thomas, as you and Lucky begin your drinking fest.
Oh hell yeah! Ooh, she's gonna be having a hard time. Jesus Christ, 26.
All right, you both feel a little buzzed, but you're feeling good as you're most of the way through this bottle of rum. Are you staying on deck to drink?
You know what? I'll let her decide.
She's willing to stay on deck. She's been watching you guys fish for 2 days and finds it entertaining. Upon drinking, about midway through the afternoon, she does begin playing a lute. Seeming, the drinking has loosened her up a little bit. Yeah, she just begins strumming the lute. I'm gonna roll a performance check to see how good it is.
Well, it's elite. A loot.
Ah, yes, a 28. Yes, this is some phenomenal lute playing that is being done. She starts playing through the fire and the flame.
But it's like one of those really shitty AI that do it, so it's like one note at a time.
No. Have you ever heard the tavern version of Through the Fire and the Flame?
No, I haven't. But
It's
I will
phenomenal. That is what she is doing. She starts, shredding the lute. As you all, wrap up the day, though, delivering the fish is needed. What would you all like to do for the afternoon? Or not the afternoon, the evening, as the sun is beginning to set.
I'm not gonna say it, but
You're gonna drink more?
yeah,
yeah, that's what I
yeah.
figured.
Let's leave it at that.
Trying to flirt with her? You can flirt with her. You're an old man.
I was just gonna be like, we should take this to the bedroom, and by that I mean let's just go drink in our room.
One could say he's up all night to get lucky.
Hey.
Oh fuck! Oh, I played myself into a corner again.
God damn it!
I'm gonna roll something for her real quick about what you said to her.
No, I'm just. I said I was gonna say that.
Oh, you're not going to say it?
No.
Wait, it's already said. No takesy backsies.
All right, so I assume you all then go to dinner instead.
Yeah, we're drinking at dinner. We're drinking their rum now.
All right. You all enter the fuck.
You having
The
some trouble?
cafeteria. My brain was blanking out on the word cafeteria.
It's chow hall.
Chow hall, yeah.
Hall on boats.
Ah, yes. The mess hall, the
Mess
chow
hall,
hall.
chow
Blah, blah, blah. You all enter. There's not as many crew members in here as there was, the last 2 nights. It seems that most of the day they've been preparing for possible stormy weather that could be coming within the next few hours to the next day.
My favorite.
You all drink, enjoy your meals. Any RP would like to do. Lucky is still playing her lute between bites of food. Kind of getting some of the crew members to start singing sea shanties.
There once was a ship that went to sea. Name of the ship was the Balliot.
That and a drunken sailor is like the most popular.
Imagine my shock.
Also 99 bottles of rum on the wall.
What will we do with the 99 bottles of beer on the wall?
99
Take
bottles
one
of
down,
beer.
pass it around.
98 bottles of beer on the wall.
Yes.
I see we're familiar with this
Yes,
one.
I see that we've all been here before. That's not a sea shanty.
No, but you did say that.
Not one I've ever heard, at least.
This one is new to me. Okay, you all finish your meals though. Head off to bed. Another con save from you, Thomas, from drinking more.
Hiya. All right, I'm starting to feel it. That's a 22.
Lucky is fucking plastered.
Damn.
You come to the realization too, she has not only been drinking from the rum that you've been offering her, she drops a fairly large flask that is now empty that you see on the ground, and she like hiccups and like reaches down to pick it up and like tumbles into a wall while she's picking it up and then kind of pops
She's
back
a
up.
cartoon character.
You can smell what's in the flask as well. That's how potent it is. She's essentially drinking absinthe.
I'm sniffing. I'm like, damn, you ain't gonna share.
She hiccups, kind of looks towards you, kind of blinks one eye after the other, and looks at the thing, tips it upside down and shakes it, and goes, "It's all gone, unfortunately." And she pockets it and goes, "But I have another." And she lifts it up above her head. She opens it and goes to drink some of it and pauses and tips it and goes, "That one's empty too."
God dang.
She reaches into another pocket and just like she checks like 3 flasks, all empty, and then she goes, "But the reserves," reaches into her boot and pulls out a very small looking flask.
Half and half.
Takes
And then bedtime.
Yeah, she takes a swig of it, hands the rest to you.
I down the rest, and I'm like, all right, I think we've had enough for the night. Off we go.
Do the bungs. She like turns and walks the wrong way.
No, this way. God, I wish they had hammocks. I'm like pressing into my back.
Yeah, she pauses and then goes, "I was testing you," and turns the right way and starts walking. You all get into the bunk room. She goes to lay on one of the beds, completely misses the bed and hits the floor, and it just kind of goes.
She hit the floor.
The floor is metal too, so it's nice and cold. She hits the ground though, and like within moments is like unconscious on the floor.
Damn, could have fooled me.
That's crazy, right?
Insane, one might say.
Insane in the membrane, yes. Oh, you all going to sleep except for Xena, who is going to continue her studies?
I'm gonna get lucky into
Yeah.
the bed, and then I'm gonna go to bed.
Okay.
For the CP night time.
I imagine
this-
that if it's stormy, I'll probably stay up in my hammock.
Okay. Roll
This is where
your
I
check,
find
Xena. Roll with disadvantage.
Why would disadvantage?
You'll find out in a minute.
Oh,
The ship
Disadvantage?
capsizes
I thought you
for
said
being in the
disadvantage.
Titanic now.
Technically, there would have been a short rest for us eating dinner,
Yes.
which means I can do
Yes,
another
yes.
plus 10. Man, this thing is broken. I mean, 14 is.
You're getting more of the basics. It's getting a little more noticeable. The reason I made you roll with disadvantage, around 1 o'clock in the morning, the ship's slowly been getting rockier and rockier, and then there is a loud slam as the ship lurks heavily in one direction.
Lurchins. Why is it lurching?
You are all woken up by
Big
this,
wave.
including you, Thomas. You will have disadvantage on a few things because you are still drunk.
No.
Now
It-
you are the
yeah.
drunken sailor.
You feel the ship lurking though, and as it does, there's you hear out in the hallway a alarm start sounding, and pretty much a call for all hands on deck.
Red alert! All hands to battle stations.
Whoop whoop whoop.
That's the sound of the police. Whoop whoop. That's the sound of the bees.
They found us out in the
Shields
middle of
up.
the fucking ocean. Let's see here. I need a different song. No. My music's not playing. Why my music no play? That one plays. That's crazy. I know why it's not playing. I know why it's not playing. I need to do the log out. Log back in. Now the music should be playing for me. Yeah, this works. We'll use this music again. Okay. So you are all awoken by the sound of the ship lurking, alarms blaring out in the hallway. You have a choice to make. You can stay in your bunks and allow the crew to take care of whatever is happening, or you can go out into the halls and investigate what is happening.
I roll over.
Fair
I'm
enough.
part of the crew. This ain't our problem.
All right.
I'm awake. I'm awake anyway. I'll step outside.
I'll go up. I've worked on ships before.
Okay, so you're gonna leave the work to the girls.
It's a ladies' night.
It's ladies' night. The girls leave and the guys that are in there just guys' night. Lucky is not waking up. She is plastered. She will not be waking from this.
Yeah, same.
The two of you roll me a dexterity saving throw as you are going out into the hallway investigating.
You hear me groan. He's like, they should have given us hammocks.
Can't I fly?
These are tight hallways.
Okay, so the answer is no.
No.
Dirty 20.
Yeah, you're used to this, Ria. Just like the ship yanks and you just kind of like casually step in a direction to like catch yourself.
The 13.
Okay. As this is as the ship lurks, you're bounced around a little bit, Xena. Nothing too intense. You do hit your head once or twice as you are kind of bounced around. Take a whopping 7 points of damage.
I'm dead.
I've died. I've died. You're not a wizard. You're not supposed to die in one hit. A little bruised and beaten, though. You discovered that the doors leading to the deck of the ship are sealed. They don't seem to be able to be opened. They are locked down. Kind of making your way towards in the direction of like the bridge and the other, more important parts of the ship. You encounter the first mate, moving along, and she kind of stops as she sees you and says, what brings you two out of your bunks at this time? I know the alarms are going. I didn't know if you were out trying to figure out why or wanting to help.
I mean, both. I mean, I don't sleep anyway, so I mean, I might as well give a hand when I can.
I've worked fishing trawlers before. I thought maybe I might be of assistance if necessary.
gives a nod and says, there's one of two things you can do to help us. And there's several other crew members that are rushing past her, going further, like deeper into the ship. She says, we have a few people down there right now looking for hull breaches and sealing them as they appear. We also need more people to be fueling the engines at the moment, as some of our crew members are injured, or I guess if you want to help with those who have been injured and take them to the medical wing, you can help drag them to see Vico.
See, I might not be able to shovel coal per se, but I can summon something that can. And
Smart.
would I be able to have my? I mean, it doesn't have to be my star spawn. I can summon something else, a different kind of aberration.
Yeah, you could do that if you wanted to do that to help with that.
Yeah, I think the star spawn would be fine anyway. I think star spawn.
Yeah,
have
the tar
hands.
spawn. Yeah, they can grab things.
Yeah, so I can summon the star spawn, and really have it go down there. Could I have it go down there by itself, or does it need to be around it?
I think you can send your summons as far as you want. They just disappear after an hour.
Okay. Yeah, I'll send the star spawn down there to start shoveling coal.
I'm going to go to the pouch in my belt, and I'm going to try summoning Boltian.
Have you reattuned to Boltian's orb?
Yeah, I reattuned to it last session.
You feel the orb glow, and with a kind of echoing howl within the chamber, a bright yellow flash appears next to you. And a very old-looking blink hound has appeared by your side, and it looks towards you, awaiting command. A little bit of white fur around its face.
Yeah, my memories of him have faded since I gave away those treats last session. But, I still look upon him with a smile,
Who
kind of
wouldn't
go to my
smile
knees
upon the good boy?
scratch him behind the ear and say, "Oh, old friend, could you go down and help them look for hull breaches?"
He lets out a bark in acknowledgement.
And I'll send them off, and he'll help them down below. I'll help bring people in for treatment.
All right.
I was about to say I'll also help people with treatment, because then I can also use the healing ritual.
Two of
well.
you, either athletics check or strength saving throw, your choice.
I'll do an athletics. 17.
They do the same thing. 14.
Okay. Xena, you're struggling a little bit under the weight of some of these individuals you were dragging. Getting them to the stairs, but not quite to the medical ring. Another crew member coming and dismissing you from the first person. You go and grab another one. Helping. And then, you just can't get them as far due to their size, or just the movement of the ship is making it difficult. Rhea, on the other hand, she is thriving in this environment, easily dragging people around. Even with her very, thin physique, she seems to not have any issues moving bodies around on a ship. Clearly trained to do such a thing when she was being raised within a naval company. The rest of you that are sitting in the room, the ship keeps lurking. You're all, I guess Thomas tried to go back to sleep. Labog, are you just going back to sleep, or are you just hanging out?
I was hanging out.
Okay, as you're sitting there, you
Damn,
see...
motherfucker just hanging out.
Yeah, you see, kind of peek out into the hallway and just look towards you and just says, "What do you think is happening?"
Storm. I know you saw those clouds earlier.
He gives a nod. Are they always like this?
Usually, yeah.
You see him kind of like go and sit down on his bunk, and it's clear he's nervous. He just kind of sits there, kind of like twiddling his thumbs, trying to keep from being thrown back off the bunk by the storm. The other two of you, you hear, the storm increasing, the ship tilting back and forth. You guys managed to get all of the current injured up into the medical wing, kind of getting up there. The remaining people running back down to help with stuff in the lower decks. Vico, looks towards you guys as you guys enter the room with the last person, and just says, "Let him over there. If you two are not helping anywhere else, I may be able to use your assistance in bandaging and making sure these members do not fall unconscious if they've experienced a concussion."
Your members are falling unconscious. That's not good.
Just making sure they don't. I don't want any irreversible damage to happen to any of the members of my crew. And you see as he kind of like waves his hands over one of them and starts like casting, healings, like a cure wounds on one of them. Others, blood kind of slowly running from the sides of their head, or a gash in their arm that they're holding on to and trying to keep from bleeding, or one guy's got a broken leg.
How many people are here
in total?
Like that need to be healed.
Out of the crew of the crew is like 40 people. Out of the 40, there's probably 15 in here who are injured. By the sudden jolt is really what caused most of these injuries, and then any remaining ones followed because of something happening around.
Okay, I find 6 of the most damaged.
Are you trying to triage?
I'm gonna use prayer of healing.
Okay.
It takes me 10 minutes to set up. It's because I have to do it as a ritual.
Yeah.
But it takes 10 minutes, but I heal them 2d8, which I can roll that 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, plus 17 for all of that. So a lot of health.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So they are all, as you do this, healing those ones. Those ones get up, feeling better, heading back to go and continue helping.
I'm not a trained physician, but can I roll medicine to try triaging the remaining?
Yes.
I guess in order of who needs to be treated
So
first.
you'd be helping with like stopping bleeding and such.
Can I actually help?
I'm not terribly skilled
You're
at this.
busy with your
I'm a bit
prayer feeling
squeamish
at this
with
time.
blood.
Yeah, you're right.
So with that 7, you're not super helpful. You are able to get bandages to them, but like the actual like wrapping wounds and stuff, you're not equipped for that. You've never been good with blood. But you kind of facilitate them wrapping their own wounds, just trying to keep the bleeding from expanding before they're able to be healed. And after about roughly an hour of dealing with injuries, more people coming in helping with the injured, stuff like that, everyone on board the ship who are awake, you all hear a loud crack from somewhere in the ship, and the sound of essentially the power going out, and then a backup power coming on, backup lights lighting up. And as just as this is right as the power first goes out from my initial hit, you all hear over the intercom Galleon's voice that just yells for prepare for impact. And that's where we're gonna end tonight's session.
I'm not prepared for impact.
No, you're unconscious.
Correct. I just wanted to make sure.
So, let me do my outro and then we can talk. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, follow the Twitch, join the Discord for updates whenever we go live. And if you want to catch up on previous episodes, go check out the YouTube where we have everything organized in playlist from wherever the campaign began to wherever it ended up, whether discontinued, continued, or completed. As always, we hope to see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.